Shalom. We got Vlad in the house. We got our dog down here, Rat-a-tatting. And we got Mr. Shofar, which we will... So, let this be a reminder to us to always measure 2 times. How many times? How many times do we measure? 2 times. We measure 2 times, and then we cut once. I think they're probably seeing just the top of your head. You gotta sit up higher. Sit real high. There you go. I think you're probably in there now. So, anyway, sometimes it's fun to mess with Vlad's ear. Cool. Okay, also, so basically there's just 2 verses in the Bible that I want to bring us back to remembrance. And that is John 10:10, which states that the thief comes for no reason but to steal, kill, and destroy. Vlad has another version of that, which is funny. He may share that later or some other time. But the Lord comes to give us life and life more abundantly. So, obviously, we could talk a lot about the thief, the devil, the serpent, the dragon, all that. We could talk about him and all the bad stuff he does, but let's focus on the good shepherd who gives us life and life more abundantly. So what that is to me, and what I believe the Lord is telling us, is that he's giving us a life of understanding, a life of knowledge and wisdom. And as we spend time with him in prayer, as we spend time in him in his word, as he sanctifies his truth in our hearts, then what happens is we realize that we are truly spirits living in these temporary physical mortal bodies, and he's trying to bless us spiritually. Now, we're going to get some blessings here and there that are, material things in this temporary world, but fame, vainglory, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, the pride of life, being friends with the world. There's so much that has seeped into the minds of so many people that are in the churches, and they don't really have any clue about what real holiness is, about what true righteousness is. And the blessings they're looking for are not the blessings that God wants to give them. And so we're living in a very corrupt, backwards, upside down society, and it's very sad. In the third world countries, it's different because people are not lusting after all these things, and they are actually experiencing a lot of signs and miracles and wonders in certain areas. So John 10:10, he comes to give us a life that is a full life of wholeness, of joy, of peace, where we don't have shame and guilt and this cycle of sinning and going back to our old habits, or exchanging the sins we used to do for now being self-righteous, and always talking about what the Lord is doing for me. The Lord is blessing me so much. The Lord did this for me. The Lord did that for me. Interesting, because the Lord said he loves a cheerful giver, and he loves the servant that gets down and washes the feet of his brothers and sisters, and he loves the servant that is low. And so when I see these people that are very well dressed, and there's nothing wrong with being well dressed, and driving nice cars, and there's nothing wrong with driving nice cars, but yet they are void of the power of God. They're void of being surrendered to his spirit and loving what he loves and hating what he hates. They're void of all these things. So the other verse I wanted to share in addition to John 10:10 is Psalm 36:9. Now Psalm 36:9 says that with him is the fountain of life, and in his light we see the light. It's almost like when you read that verse and his spirit ministers to your heart, what your understanding is that he is the one and only all-powerful creator that gives wisdom and understanding and the power of life and the power of perfect love that casts out fear, and the power of perfect goodness that overcomes evil, and the power of this perfect favor that superabounds over sin. And then in this light, you see the truth because you're walking in it, walking in the truth. All right, that's it. Short one, 2 verses, shared them. Hopefully you reap something from this. We have our dog down here. Say hi, our dog.
Hi.
We got Vlad over here. And again, he forgot his Vlad hair. Vlad made a protein shake. I don't know. It smells pretty good. A lot of peanut butter in there, Vlad. I'm gonna taste that. How many eggs? 2 eggs? 3 eggs, peanut butter, raw milk, and protein powder. All right, so everyone, be safe, be strong and of good courage, and watch and pray. Because in these days, we are supposed to be loving is appearing, and the rapture could happen at any moment. Catch you on the flip-flop, guys.
Yo!